Hey guys, it's Alicia here. So it has been a while since I've sat down and actually recorded a video. I know I haven't been very regular with my posts and it's been very inconsistent this month, and I really have no other way to explain it besides just the fact that I've been so busy this month, and I still am for the rest of the month. Basically, it's going to be pretty busy. I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to record many more videos for the rest of the month. I actually, after I get done recording this, I'm going to record what I'm taking with me in my makeup travel bag for a little mini vacation that I'm going on, just so you can see the stuff I'm bringing. But I wanted to record this too because I just have so many products that have become huge favorites for me. I think I've mentioned some of these a couple times on my channel before, but I'm not sure that I gave everything enough love, so I just have to right now because I'm honestly just so excited about everything. So there's no particular order in this stuff. It's all just random makeup that I've been using lately that I've just really been enjoying. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that today. And also, if you are wondering what is on my eyes right now, it is my Wet n Wild Cosmic Collision palette. I have been playing with a lot of eyeshadow lately. I have a lot of palettes to talk about. I am planning on making a video ranking my palettes from best to worst, I guess, even though I don't really have very many palettes that I just don't like. So stay tuned for that. It's probably going to be a little while. I'm making sure I really know everything about all of my palettes before I do that video. So I've been playing with every single one with all the shades multiple times basically, so I know. So that will be coming, and yeah, I don't know exactly when that'll be up, but it'll be a while from now probably. So yeah, I think that is it. Let's just go ahead and get into today's video. So first thing I want to talk about, and like I said, some of these I know I've mentioned before, is a couple primers. You know, I've been using the Wet n Wild Water Drop primer in the coconut scent one a lot lately. I am almost out of this. I love this stuff. This and my NYX Hydro Touch, I use one or the other every day. And I'm almost out of my next one too, which you already know that because I've showed it a lot. Which I'm not going to repurchase that one right now because I have another hydrating primer that I'm going to be using once that's up. But I really do love that one. And this one is really great. The only drawback is I'm running out of it so fast because it doesn't have that much product in it. It's only 0.68 fluid ounces. And normally primers have at least a fluid ounce, usually a fluid ounce. So this isn't very full, and I think that's why I'm going through it so fast, but I just really love it, and it's less than $5, so I'm pretty positive I'm going to buy another one when I run out of this because I really do love it. And then another primer I've been really enjoying is the Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For primer. This does have 1 fluid ounce in it. It is way more expensive. I don't remember how much I paid for this. I'm pretty sure it was over $30 though. So it's a definite difference in price as opposed to the Wet n Wild one. But it's really great. It really mattifies and smooths my skin. I use it only in my T-zone. I always use a pore filling type primer in my T-zone, and then more of a hydrating primer or illuminating primer on the rest of my face. And that is what I've been using this for. It's been working great. I really enjoy it. I could see myself possibly repurchasing it when I'm out of it, which sucks because I like it that much. But I have a couple other pore filling products that I also use that I really do like as well, so I don't know, but that one is really nice. A foundation that I'm pretty positive I've talked about at least once that I've been really loving is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. I just started using this not that long ago, really. I have the shade 202 Creamy Natural. It is amazing. Now, I love hydrating and dewy products. You will notice that a lot if you watch my videos. So if you have oily skin, I don't know that this would work since it's really glowy. It is very glowy. Pro Glow is right. but it lasts on my skin all day for the most part. It looks great no matter what products I use it with, no matter what primers. It always just looks so good. I just love it. It might be in my top 3 favorite foundations, which is a lot to say because I think my 2 favorites have to be the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir foundation, which is getting discontinued. I'm so mad about it. I do have a backup of it though for when I run out, so that's good. And then my Physicians Formula Healthy foundation I also really love. I think those are my 2 absolute favorites, and I think this one is now my 3rd favorite, which is saying a lot though because I also really love my CBio Life Proof. I've talked about that multiple times. That one's a really good one. And I've also been wearing my L'Oreal Fresh Wear a lot. I'm actually wearing that today, and I really do like that too, but I don't know, this is making its way up there. It's really good, and I'm pretty sure it's under $10. Pretty sure. I think it's like around $8 or $9. So it's a really good foundation. Now, I don't really get into very many high-end foundations. I've technically only tried 2, and one I did like, but not as much as I like these other foundations I have. Like, I honestly don't really see myself purchasing a high-end foundation unless for some reason it just seems to be that great, because I love drugstore foundations so much. Another product I want to talk about is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. I'm pretty positive I have used this on my channel at least once. It is an amazing concealer. First of all, I love the applicator. I love those kind of doe foot applicators that are like flat. I think it makes it really nice and easy to get under the under eye. My Collab concealer has the same applicator, and I really love that concealer too. But this, I think, is my favorite. For one, the shade is, like, perfect. It's in the shade L12 Fair. This is the perfect shade for me because I've been more into more, like, skin tone shades, if you know what I mean, than super bright. I like a shade that's a little bit closer to my skin tone than something really bright because I just feel like when I put a really bright concealer on, it just does not look as good on me. I am finishing up my Catrice concealer that I have, and I've been using it in conjunction with my Collab one to tame it down a little bit because it is very bright. It doesn't really look that bad once it's all like on with the rest of my makeup, but when I first put it on, it looks really bright. And I do have a backup of that Catrice concealer because I loved it so much I bought a backup a while back. So, but after that one, I don't know if I'm going to repurchase it or not because, I don't know, I might. I do like it, but I think this one is my favorite. And like I said, the color for me is just perfect. Like, it's not too bright. It's a little bit more subtle. It's a very hydrating. It looks brighter on me right now because I have a tan. But normally this like really matches my skin tone really well. But yeah, it's very hydrating. I love that. I have dry under eyes, so anything that like dries out my under eyes or looks crepey and gross, I'm not about. That one is really, really, really nice. Like I said, some of these I know I've mentioned before, but I want to give it more love. This Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour Stick in the shade Oaks on You. This is amazing. I feel like nobody talks about these. They may have been around a long time, and maybe that's why, and I'm just really late to the game. But I've been dying to try the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer Stick so bad. But I bought this one day instead, and I honestly don't know if I ever need to buy the Milk one. I'll probably purchase it eventually if there's like a sale or something. But, man, I don't know. This one is just so good. It says it's a contour stick, but it's so warm on me. I mean, I don't know. It's a little cool tone. But I kind of use it as a contour / cream bronzer. Like, I use it as both. I put it on my forehead and, you know, I carve out right here, blend it in, and then I usually go over it with a powder bronzer once, you know, I have powder on. That's kind of blended in a little bit. It's just amazing, and this is only like $3 or $4. That is amazing, and I just love it. You only get 0.21 ounces of product. I don't really know if that's not that much or not, but I've been using this for a while, and I still have quite a bit left. I made a huge dent into it, you can kind of tell, but I do have I do have many uses of this left. This is also under $10 too, I forgot to say. I think it's like $8.99, $9.99, something like that. at Walmart. I don't know about the Ulta price. So something else is the NARS liquid blush in the shade Orgasm. Now, I wasn't really shocked to like this because I've been really loving cream products lately, as you can tell. But this is really nice. When I first got it, I got one that I think was defective because I didn't try to like twist it off. I tried to just pull it off and the whole pump came off. Couldn't get it back on. I was able to exchange it for another one in store, which was awesome. So, yeah, I really like this. So I've been using it a lot. It's very much a pinkier blush than what I thought, because when you see the Orgasm powder, it's more glowy and it's kind of like a golden pink, and this is more just like baby doll Barbie pink. But you just need the tiniest little amount for your cheeks because of that, and it is really nice. It blends in super easily. I always use a sponge. I have used a stippling brush before and it works. My favorite way is to just use a sponge. But yeah, this is really, really nice. It is like $30. It's very pricey, but it is good. Another blush product I've been really enjoying is the e.l.f. Cream Blush Palette. It's in the shade Soft. I think they have like 2 different ones. So this is what it looks like. It's $6 online. I don't think you can get it in store. I'm pretty sure it's only online, but these colors are just like absolutely gorgeous. There's one of them kind of blended out a little bit. That's that one right there. Honestly, the ones I use the most are the top 2, but I really like them. Like, all the shades in here are shades I would use for blush, and they are just so nice. They're easy to blend in. I just go ahead and directly use my sponge to apply it, and it works really well. And for $6, I think this is a staple, especially if you like cream products. It has been around for quite some time, I'm pretty sure, but I never heard of it until recently. So it is nice though. I want to talk about 2 highlighters. So one I have used on my channel before. It's the e.l.f. Jelly Highlighter in the shade Bubbly. At first, I know I didn't really care for this that much when I first got it, and then after some time of using it, I was like, oh, actually that's pretty nice. I feel like, honestly, at this point, pretty nice is an understatement for this highlight. It is just like so gorgeous. That's it right there. You can tell it's very reflective and blinding, but it is so nice. What I do is I basically do what I just did. I get a dab of it on my finger, put it on my hand, and then I get my sponge and then apply it with a sponge. The way I didn't like it before was because I was like directly applying it on my cheeks and then blending it out, and it was just too much. It was just too strong, too pigmented. It left like that striped look. But doing it this way does not do that, and it looks so pretty. I wore it yesterday with my L'Oreal foundation, and it looked like I just had like that sweaty, wet, dewy look to the skin, which I love. So yeah, I've been really enjoying this. This is only $6. Again, amazing. My other highlighter that I want to talk about is the Milk Makeup Holographic Stick in the shade Mars. I got this in a FabFitFun from I purchased it like as an add-on for only $14, which I think is half price because I believe these are normally 28 bucks. I love this. First I was like, holographic stick, I don't know, but then I saw the shade and I watched a couple reviews where people were saying that, you know, it doesn't really look like holographic like most like holographic highlighters are, where they're like really blue or purple. I don't like that look on me. It just doesn't look flattering on me. I used to think it was so pretty until I realized it just doesn't work for me. But this doesn't look like that. I have it on my skin today, and I don't really feel like it looks like that at all. It just, again, looks wet, sweaty, dewy, just like the e.l.f. highlight. Like, it is so nice. And what I do is I just get my sponge and just like apply it to my sponge and then tap it in, and it just looks great. I love it. I do have a powder highlight on over it. I put on my Flower Beauty Shimmering Strobe highlighting palette over this, just for like some extra oomph. But on its own, it looks great. It's just I apply powder over it. I'm not sure if you can really use this over powder. Don't think I've ever tried that. I just do what I know works and use it under powder, and it looks great. So yeah. I have just a few more things to talk about. I have 2 bronzers that I want to chat about that are newer that I don't believe I've talked about on my channel. One is the Bare Minerals bronzer in the shade, it's a Bare Minerals Endless Summer Bronzer in the shade Faux Tan. This looks so dark. When I saw people talking about this on YouTube, when it like first came out and everything, I was like, it was all like really fair YouTubers around my skin tone, even lighter, using this, and I'm like, how does that work? It's just so dark. It's really not that dark when you apply it. It just looks really dark in the pan. But I really do like this bronzer. It's a matte bronzer, which I used to only really use matte bronzers. I've been dipping my toe into more glowy bronzers too, but sometimes I even like using a matte bronzer and then topping it off with a little bit of a glowy bronzer to give it that luminous look. But this is just really, really nice. It blends out really well. It's not like too warm to where it just doesn't look good on my skin tone. I think it looks great. I really like it. I'm not wearing it today. I wanted to wear my Milani, I think that one's called the Silky Matte Bronzer. Something like that. I haven't worn that one in a while, so I wanted to give it some love because I've been wearing this one a lot lately. But this one is really, really nice. Like I said, it's not as dark as it looks. So I do really like it. This is like around $30, so it is pricey. You definitely don't need to spend that much on a bronzer. I have plenty. Honestly, I have plenty of bronzers. I did not need to get these two. But I have plenty of bronzers from the drugstore that are under $10, and one that's from the drugstore, but it's more like $13, $14, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. That one's a staple for many people for good reason, but even that is half the price of these. And that one's really, really nice too. But, you know, I love bronzers, so. And I really love the Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze, so I really wanted to try out this one and see what it was like. The next bronzer I want to talk about is the Pure Bronzing Act Matte Bronzer in the shade Light. I saw so many people like talk about this and rave about this on YouTube, even more than the Bare Minerals one, and I couldn't decide which one I wanted to try. I really wanted to try both, so I got both. So I spent, again, $30 on this bronzer too. Now, it smells amazing. Like, I don't really know what that smell is. It kind of reminds me of my Too Faced mini chocolate bar palette, but it doesn't smell like chocolate, but it kind of smells like that palette that smells like chocolate. I don't really know what that means. It kind of has like a vanilla-y, like, I guess chocolate kind of scent. It's a little bit lighter than the Bare Minerals bronzer, like even building it up. And that's one of the reasons I like this one, because you can really build it up. And it's not like so like in your face, very bronzy. Swatch next to the Bare Minerals, you can definitely tell a difference. This one is the Bare Minerals and this one is the Pure. The Pure is a little bit more cool toned. I think that is why I like it so much. I like cool tone bronzers because I use them as like contour too. I don't really contour a whole lot unless you count this contour stick that I use as a cream bronzer. I do use some cream contour besides that, but other than that, I mean, I really just use a fluffy brush and just use a lot of bronzer. And this is a really, really great one. Like I said, you can build it up. It's not super intense, and I love that about bronzers. That's one of the reasons why I love the butter bronzer so much, because you can build it up too. And this one is really nice. Now, like I said, these are both matte bronzers, which, you know, is a little bit different for me because, like I said, here lately I've been getting into more of a glowy bronze, but I really have been enjoying these so much. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, which of course fell on the floor, are some brushes. I have made a couple different ColourPop orders recently for palettes. One was I built my own palette, and I will probably be doing a video on that. I'm probably going to have to make it next month because it's the end of the month now. I went like 2 weeks without recording videos. I still can't believe that. So that'll be coming at some point. Right now I haven't used it yet, even though I've had it for a few days, because I've really been trying to use my other palettes first and get a feel for them so I can do that ranking palettes video, because I'm not really going to count my customized palettes as much, because you know, you can't just like buy it unless you just copy the shades that I put in mine. But yeah, anyways, I got some brushes on those 2 orders, and I have a couple face brushes that I do like, but I'm not mentioning in today's video because I'm not like over the heels in love with them like I am these 3 brushes. I have been using these every single day. I was in desperate need of some new eye brushes because if you could tell from past videos, the only brushes I really used, besides like the same brush I always use to set down my base and then the one I use for my inner corner, I would always use the same 2 brushes for blending and packing on color out in the outer corner, which I do still use my Elizabeth Mott blending brush a lot. I do love that one still, but I needed some new brushes. So I got 3 eyeshadow brushes from ColourPop. One is the E2. It's just like a tapered blending brush. This is perfect. I use it every single day of my life. I use pretty much all of these every single day now. The ColourPop E9, which is a little bit smaller of a blending brush. I have like a little pencil brush of this too. It's even smaller than this that I got for like my lower lash line. I just got it recently though. I haven't even used it yet, so I didn't want to put it in this video. And then the E1. So I have the E1, E2, and E9. And this one is just like a packing brush. I really just like pack on the outer corner and like kind of blend up into the crease a little bit. I have another brush that's not from ColourPop that I got in my Ipsy bag a long time ago that I use for that purpose too. So I didn't necessarily need another one, but I wanted it, and they were on sale. I think they were having like 25% off their whole website or something like that when I bought these brushes. So, you know, I got some new brushes. Oh, I almost forgot one more thing. I just have one more thing to mention, and that is it. I've had this for a little while. I know I mentioned it in a video. The ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Another Round. Perfect color. I do need to freaking sharpen it. I hate that about these kind of lip pencils, but amazing shade. It's very neutral. It's not really warm tone or cool tone. I feel like it's just like right in the middle of the two. It stays on for the majority of the day. I've been using it a lot lately. It's just really nice. I do like it. And this is like $6. So, and these brushes, they are ColourPop. They're very affordable. I got them on sale. I think they were like 5 something each on sale. I think they're normally priced around $7 to $8 on their website. Amazing brushes. I totally recommend. I want to try out more of their brushes now. But yeah, that was it for today's video. I feel like I got through all that decently fast. Hopefully you thought so too and I wasn't babbling forever. But yeah, these are just some products I've been really loving lately. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.